Welcome to the Neuropathy Support Group and Podcast. I'm Chris, and I'm so glad you tuned in. It's my hope with this podcast to help all of us gather information that might help those that need support dealing with this debilitating issue. Before we get started, let's get the formalities out of the way with the medical and privacy disclaimer. I am not a doctor or medical professional. The information on this podcast is from personal experiences and is meant for group support. Additionally, the information discussed is not meant to diagnose, treat, or cure any underlying conditions associated with neuropathy. All names here within are private and will not be shared with any outside sources. Please consult your healthcare provider before making any health decisions. If you have medical concerns or an immediate emergency, please contact your doctor or dial 911.
Well, how's everyone doing out there? Hope you've had some great weekends. I'm sorry I haven't been here these last few weeks and sent out episodes. I have been really in bad shape. Dealing with this neuropathy is not the problem this time. This time, I believe myself, now this is only me, but I believe that the chiropractor had something to do with this. Now, I don't like going to chiropractors. I even told myself I would never go. I don't want anybody cracking my back or neck. And that's what I had issues with. My neck kept popping. So he popped it back in place. For about 9 weeks we were doing that. And all of a sudden, after this last one, a couple weeks ago on Thursday, I started feeling different. And it was different in the way of how it made my body just ache. And I was numb. And I felt like I was paralyzed in certain parts of my body. And I had a lot of problems walking, standing, sitting, lying down. I just couldn't do it. And I was supposed to go see him on Thursday, but I double booked 2 doctors. So I went to the other one and come to find out, or just figure it out on my own, Friday, I'm feeling fine. I don't feel like I did when I had the necks cracked. So that's the only solution that I can come up with, is that the pain I was feeling was the neck cracking he kept doing. It must have hit some other nerve on my spine or whatever it was. It hurt. I mean, I could, like I said, I was at 20 out of 10 with pain. So, I like to do a lot of self-diagnosing myself, because I feel I know my body better than a doctor does. And I know a lot of us tend to do that. But that's where I've been for the last 6 to 9 weeks, just in extreme pain. But I'm glad I'm back here today with all of you. I picked a subject that might help you if you're not already using them. Compression sleeves. They have them for your arms and they have them for your feet and legs. And that's the one I'm going to concentrate on today, is for your legs. After having that nerve surgery in my legs, and even before that, it feels better to have the stockings on when I started using them. This is back several years ago. But at that time, I did not realize that there's different strengths or gauges, I guess. There's like a 10, a 20, and a 30. And that's how tight it's going to be around your leg when you put the socks on. And at this time, I use 30, which is the highest, and it just seems the best for me. That keeps the blood circulating, and I have less issues, I feel, especially with restless leg syndrome at night. But I'm pretty much a person that leaves these on 24/7. I don't know if that's the right thing to be doing. That's just for me, not for you. I would suggest, if you're thinking about compression stockings, go to your doctor and ask him. But that's what I do. And I did use 10 at first, and it just didn't do anything. It was just like a normal sock. But I went to the 30, and man, I could tell the difference. It's just squeezing on my leg, and it helps draw the blood back up and down, So I just wanted to let you know that. But we are going to be talking about compression stockings and the benefits and the side effects. And we'll get going right now. So what are compressions, sleeves, or stockings? Compression stockings, also known as compression socks, are specially made socks that fit tighter than normal, so they gently squeeze your legs. Wearing them helps improve your blood flow and reduces pain and swelling in your legs. They can also lower your chances of getting deep vein thrombosis, a kind of blood clot, and other circulation problems. They come in different lengths and tightness. You can get compression sleeves which don't have feet. You can buy them over the counter, but if your doctor prescribes them, your insurance may cover the costs. You can also get them at medical supply companies, online, and in online stores and drugstores. They can cost anywhere from between $10 and $100 per pair, depending on what kinds you get. The ones I get are from Amazon, of course. And let me tell you that the compression socks have changed. And what I'm saying is in regards to colors. Used to be at the one time I was getting them, all there was black. And I need black anyways when I go to church, but now they come in white, they come in different colors and designs, and there's just so much to choose from. But that's on Amazon.com. You might benefit from wearing them if you're at risk for circulation problems, are recovering from surgery, have or are at risk of lymphedema, are bedridden or have a hard time moving your legs, sit or stand all day at work, play sports, are pregnant, spend long stretches of time on airplanes. See, and that's the problem I have. I can't go on planes, even though I don't like them at all in regards to, flying. But there's no way I can sit down and wait that long of a flight to not being able to stretch my legs out. So how do compression socks work? Graduated compression stockings are tightness around your ankle, and the pressure eases as the socks go up your leg. Researchers think this helps increase how much and how fast your blood flows from your feet and back up to your heart. The arteries that take oxygen-rich blood to your muscles can relax, so your blood flows freely. Your veins also get a boost, pushing blood back to your heart, which helps keep it from pooling and clotting. If you get a clot in your veins, your blood backs up behind it, and it can cause pain and swelling in your legs. Worse, if a clot breaks free, it can travel through your heart and lodge into your lungs, causing a dangerous pulmonary embolism. Compression socks aren't just to prevent blood clots and reduce swelling. Some athletes, including runners, basketball players, and triathletes, swear by compression socks. They wear them to help with exercise recovery, and so their muscles won't be as sore or cramp as much. In an analysis of nearly 1,000 studies, researchers found that some athletes wearing below-the-knee compression stockings did actually perform better, but only in a few of the studies. Most of the research found that compression socks just helped athletes recover faster right after they exercise. We need more research to see if wearing compression socks can make any difference for weekend warriors too. I mean, it's not 100%. I don't think anything ever will be in my life with neuropathy, but it at times it does help. And if I can find anything that helps a little bit, is relief for me. Next, benefits of compression socks. Alright, here's some benefits
of compression socks. Compression socks can help your body in many ways when you wear them correctly. Their main purpose is to improve your circulation, which keeps oxygen-rich blood flowing in your body. Compression stockings can also help prevent and reduce pain and discomfort in your legs, reduce swelling in your legs, feet, and ankles, lessen muscle strain when exercising, which helps you recover faster, protects against blood clots when you sit or stand for long periods of time, lessen dizziness when you stand up, and supports your veins to prevent or treat spider or varicose veins. Alright, let's talk about different types of compression stockings. Compression socks and stockings come in different lengths and pressures to cover different parts of the body. For most stockings, you go through to just below to the knee, but you can get high thighs or thigh highs and waist length tights too. I have mine, they go all the way up to my knee. I get better protection that way from the cold, and I feel that it gives me the best feeling to my legs and making sure that the blood transfers up and down my body. Common types of compression socks. There's one called the granulated compression stockings. This type is more common. You can find them in a wide range of tightness. They tend to be tighter around the ankles and get looser the higher they go up on your leg. The next one is a thromboembolic deterrent hose or anti-embolism stockings. Man, I've never heard of that long word. These are designed to help maintain your blood circulation and lower the odds of severe swelling. They're mostly used after surgery and when you need to stay in bed. So if you need the stockings for medical reasons, your doctor will measure your legs and prescribe the right ones for you. So that is the best case and scenario to go to your doctor to ask him which ones you should get. As myself, I go and do self-examinations on myself, so I go with what I feel is going to work. Now, I did start out at the 10, but eventually I made my way to the 30, and that works the best for me. So how to pick compression stockings. If it's your first time trying compression stockings or socks, it's best to talk to your doctor or health care provider about what type you need. Here are some tips on how to choose the right compression stockings for you. Pick the right type. To get the most out of a compression sock, find ones that will fit you well and are the correct length. For example, if you buy a granulated compression stockings from a store, but they aren't working well enough, you might need to upgrade to prescription grade stockings. Or you might need to adjust or wear them properly. Talk to your doctor about it. They can help you figure out the right fit and pressure. Choose the correct compression level. Now, this is the part that's important. How much compression you need on your legs will depend on the type of condition you have. The manufacturer labels them based on a range of compressions. Your options include low compression. These provide less than 20 mm. You can buy these stockings or socks online or at your local pharmacy. Medium compression. These provide tightness between 20 and 30. They will help those who have a DVT or varicose veins control swelling and pain. Moderate to high compression is the next one. These provide between 30 and 40 mm. They're best for those who have severe pain and swelling. Firm compression, and these types here gives between a 40 and a 50 mm. They're usually used by people who have a history of severe vein problems or blood clots. So see, I
Here I just learned something. I didn't know there was a number 4. So, but I'm okay with the 3rd. And I don't think I'm going to go up that high. That seems like a little bit of an overkill, but alright, pick one that fits right. Before you pick a stocking, measure the length and the girth of your ankle, calves, and leg if you're opting for thigh-high or waist-high leggings. For prescription-grade compression wear, trained staff at a medical supply store will most likely take your measurements and find you the right fit. They'll also teach you how to put the stockings on and take them off. I didn't know there was a special way of doing that. It's best to get your measurements taken when your legs are least swollen. One problem I have is pulling them up. That's the hardest part. So I have this cream that I got to use because of my feet and how dry they are. And that helps me because, I'm using a cream, but, I don't know any other way that you could ask your doctor because, if they are going to be tight, and that's what they're meant to be. If you're not able to reach your foot, there are stocking aids devices that can help you roll your compression stockings on. You can also ask a friend or family member to help you out. So how to wear compression stockings. To get the most out of your compression stockings, you need to be sure you're wearing them correctly. When you put them on, be sure they're smooth and they lie flat against your skin and avoid bunching. Make sure they aren't too long. Don't fold or roll the tops down because that can make them too tight. It could cause blood flow problems or cut off your circulation like a tourniquet. You can wear socks and slippers, shoes over compression stockings. You should replace your stockings every 3 to 6 months, considering your legs measured again when you order new pairs. So how many hours should you wear your compression socks? And I know I'm going to be wrong on this, but here's what it says. If your doctor told you to wear them, you'll probably want to keep them on most of the day. Your doctor should tell you how often and how long you need to use them. Most compression socks are safe to wear for a few hours. So at this point, especially when it gets colder into the winter, my problem is going to be the coldness. So right now, I'd probably leave mine on close to 24 hours. During the night, I'll take them off because it's hot. But yeah, I have them on all day and all night. And that's me. Again, you need to ask your doctor. And should you sleep with compression stockings? For over-the-counter compression socks, there are often no benefit to wearing them overnight. Take them off overnight. Gives your skin a break to avoid damage. If you have prescribed compression stockings for medical use, your doctor may tell you to wear them overnight. When it comes to sleeping in compression socks, follow your doctor's advice. So I'm sorry this episode's running a little long. I don't usually like going this long, but I felt this last section right here is very important. And you can go ahead and read the rest when I post this to the site. These are tips for first-time compression stocking users. If you're trying out compression socks for the first time, you might find them a little difficult to manage. Make them easier to put on. Here are a few tips you should consider. Wear the stockings first thing in the morning when your legs are less likely to be swollen. Roll the stockings inside and out to your ankle. Slip your feet in and slowly roll them back up your legs and smooth out the fabric to avoid snags. If you're wearing thigh highs or leggings, stand up to put them up past your knees. Try wearing rubber gloves while you put on your stockings so you can get a better grip on them. Don't wear any jewelry that may tear, or snag your compression socks when you're putting them on. Avoid applying lotions or oils right before you wear the stockings. Moisture makes it harder to pull stockings on. Wash new stockings in mild soap before you wear them. It makes the fabric pliable and easier to wear. If you can, buy more than one pair so you have a clean pair while one is dirty. When you first put them on, compression socks or stockings might feel uncomfortable and make your legs ache or feel sore. This is normal, and you should get used to them after a few hours. You should be able to get used to them. But if you have extreme pain or your legs or feet become discolored, call your doctor right away. So there's a couple more sections. It's 20 minutes. I'll go ahead and finish it here. This last information is very important. But here's the side effects of wearing compression stockings. Compression stockings can have some side effects, especially if you're not wearing them correctly or you're wearing the wrong size. The most common side effect includes skin irritation, such as itchiness or feeling cold or warm, redness, and pain or discomfort. Rare side effects include allergic reaction to the stockings material, bacterial or fungal infection, and soft tissue damage. Side effects often happen when you don't have properly sized stockings or wear them incorrectly. If the top of the stockings at the thigh or calf is too tight, you can create a tourniquet effect. This actually blocks or slows your blood flow. You shouldn't wear compression socks if you have severe peripheral artery disease or PAD, because it makes the blood vessels in your legs narrow, reducing your blood flow. So here's the takeaway. Compression stockings are tighter than average socks you wear. They gently squeeze your legs to help your blood flow back towards your heart. They help prevent your legs from swelling and help you avoid health problems like blood clots, varicose veins, and spider veins, and deep vein thrombosis. They come in several sizes and pressures. You can get them over the counter or by prescription. Now for me, I get mine all on Amazon, and I haven't had any issues or problems with theirs. So here is the last, this is the compression stocking FAQs. Is there a downside to wearing compression socks? Compression stockings are generally safe, but can cause you pain or even cut off your circulation if you don't wear the proper size. The pressure also can cause minor bruising or skin ulcers. And tightly fitting socks also can cause dry skin, redness, and itching. But these are all unlikely when you wear the correct size. And finally, how many hours should you wear compression stockings? It depends on the type of compression stockings you're wearing. Most compression socks are safe to wear for a few hours. Others, like prescribed compression stockings, are able to wear all day and sometimes even all night. And what you need to do is talk to your doctor about how long it's safe to wear your compression socks. You know, when you think about it, you really wouldn't think that there's cautions to wearing these socks, but there is. And again, my advice and the advice I give every time an episode is on is always talk to your doctor. Don't go by what I'm saying, because I'm saying what works and what helps for me. So before you start, ask. That's the most important thing you could do. Well, hey, thank you for being here. I am so glad I was able to come back and start my episodes again. I'm starting to feel a lot better. I still am going to have my pain from neuropathy, but the pain has gone from a 20 or 30 back down to its 10, so I'm good now. Thank you all for holding on and waiting for me to come back. I really appreciate it. And again, we'll have another subject next week. Until then, goodbye.
As we come to a close, it's my hope this podcast and other sources, such as product reviews that I have discussed today, can better our lives and give us some relief dealing with neuropathy. This episode plus others are posted every Monday on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher. And finally, whatever life throws at you, even if it hurts you, just be strong and fight through it. Remember, strong walls shake, but never collapse. Talk to you next Monday.